Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, bubbles, guppies, perhaps some non-binary but guppies in the mix. We are going to be solving a riddle today on our podcast because we thought that'd be fun. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so this is called the Alice in Wonderland riddle or whatever you find Alice in Wonderland. Feel free to play along, the non-existent listeners. Let's begin. Okay, so ready, set, play. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking notes. Somewhat.
After many adventures in Wonderland, Alice has once again found herself in the court of the temperamental Queen of Hearts. She's about to pass through the garden undetected when she overhears the king and queen arguing. It's quite simple, says the queen. 64 is the same as 65, and that's that. Without thinking, Alice interjects. Nonsense, she says. If 64 were the same as 65, then it would be 65 and not 64 at all. What? How dare you, the queen huffs. I'll prove it right now, and then it's off with your head. Before she can protest, Alice is dragged toward a field with two chessboard patterns, an 8x8 square and a 5x13 rectangle. As the queen claps her hands, four odd-looking soldiers approach and lie down next to each other, covering the first chessboard. Alice sees that two of them are trapezoids with non-diagonal sides measuring 5 by 3.
This is more intense than I expected.
With non-diagonal sides measuring 8 by 3. See, this is 64. The queen claps her hands again. The card soldiers get up, rearrange themselves, and lie down atop the second chessboard.
Oh, hey!
And that is 65. Alice gasps. She's certain the soldiers didn't change size or shape moving from one board to the other, but it's a mathematical certainty that the queen must be cheating somehow. Can Alice wrap her head around what's wrong before she loses it?
Okay, pause it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. How do we go about this? Okay, this. Would you say you're good at math, Steven?
No.
Oh. So I'm like the self-proclaimed good at math one then. Here we are.
Yeah.
Okay. The four soldiers seem to cover areas 64 and 65 squares. You must explain where the extra square comes from. Okay. Okay, so we have to explain how there isn't an extra square missing.
Yeah.
The only things that change about the soldiers from one grid to the next are their positions and orientations.
Yep.
Okay. So we got two trapezoids and two weirdly shaped triangles, right?
Yeah.
And they both cover the boards evenly. Right?
Yep.
Okay. 8 times 8 is 64. Right?
Yeah.
And 13 times 5 is obviously 65 then.
Yep.
We could try and find out the area of all of the shapes.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would help us, and I don't know how long that'll take. Okay, wait. The area is like 8 plus 3, right? Which is the area? No, it's not. It's like 8 times... What's the area? How do we find out the area again? Wait a minute. Wait, don't you do geometry? Don't you do geometry, Steven?
I don't I kind of only remember it for that time and then throw it out
You threw it out the window?
Yeah. Just goes out one ear, stays for a bit, and then just leaves. I just forget about it.
Okay. Let me look this up. I'll just look it up. It's fine. We can look stuff up. Okay.
Of tri-
People are probably, if everybody ever listens to this, they're gonna be screaming at us. What is the area of an 8x3 triangle? How do you find the area of x in a triangle? I don't need to know that. I don't
The
need to
area
know
is
that.
12.
How did you figure that out?
I put how to find the area of a triangle, and then you put the base and the height.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the area of the triangles are 12.
Yep.
Right. So that's 24 for each triangle. Right.
Yeah.
So the area of the trapezoids
There's a
then
trapezoid.
are going to be what?
20? I think if I did it right.
20? Really?
Should be.
Okay, so then that's going to be 40. Right? So then all the areas together equals 64. So how is there not an extra square that's covered? So now we know the area of all the shapes are 64.
Yep.
We have two 12s and two 20s. Man, I want to watch the thing where like the soldiers lay down on it again, real quick.
Alrighty.
Okay. For the first board, let's see how well I can draw this. So the first board, the two triangles are stacked on top of each other to make a
It's like a rectangle?
yeah. And then the two trapezoids are on top of each other to make another rectangle, right?
Yeah.
And then in the second one, right, the soldiers are like, you know, they make two big triangles, basically.
Rearrange themselves and lie down
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You see how they make two big triangles,
on
basically?
top of the
Yep.
second chessboard, and that is 65. Alice gasps. She's certain the soldiers didn't change size or shape, moving from one board to the other, but it's a mathematical certainty.
So, I'm coloring in the trapezoid so I know which one. Did this tell us anything? At least we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so they make two like big triangles. What are you thinking?
I don't know if finding the area of the... What is it? How do I describe this? Because they basically make two triangles on the rectangle.
Right. So you're thinking about finding the area, you're thinking about finding the area of both triangles?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know that each triangle is made up of one trapezoid and one triangle. So then that's just 12 plus 20, right? So that'd be 32, right?
12. Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I'm writing 32 on top of those, right?
That's still 64.
32, wait, 30.
Wait, hold on.
Bro, you're right. Wait a minute.
Wait, okay. If we combine them, we'd add 8 to 5. That would make 13. It'd be 13, and the area would be...
Do you want me to phone a
Base
friend?
would be 5.
Do I have any friends
No,
that
the
are good
height
at
would be
math?
5. The base would be 13. That would make it 32 and a half.
What would make what 32 and a half?
Okay, so since they basically combine to one big triangle, you combine the 8 and the 5 together. That makes 13.
Right.
So you put that in the 13 with the 5, you get 32 and a half.
Oh, and then each half makes a square.
Yeah.
Steven, you're a
32
genius.
32.5 times 2. That's 65.
Okay.
So they just changed the area. I think.
Wait, okay. So explain it to me one more time. So when we combined the trapezoid and triangle, you're saying.
Yep. And then you get a new area. You
Even though,
calculate that,
so
and
instead
you
of
get a
making
different
it
one.
32, it's 32 and a half?
Yeah.
Why is it 32 and a half? Is it just, that's just the number when you do the math?
Yeah. Because, what is it? Because with the square, you're combining both triangles and both trapezoids, so you're getting a whole number. But when you mix them up, you're getting a improper.
Improper fraction?
I think that's how it is.
Or an
Yeah.
improper number?
Number. Yeah.
So you change the area.
Mm.
Wow, we're so smart.
Yeah.
This is why I told you this is how we would survive in an apocalypse because I would do the thing where I'm like, okay, well let's start with the areas, and then you actually do like the, and then I would get stuck halfway through, and then you would like come up with the big thing at the end. I predicted this yesterday. Whoa, I'm so cool. Okay, yeah, okay, let's watch the answer. Okay, wait, how
we
many
still got the
seconds are
second
left on
one.
your answer?
2, but we still have the second question, right?
What?
Oh wait. Oh, never
It's only
mind.
one question. Yeah.
I got 2 seconds. I'm at 150.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
Just as things aren't looking too good for Alice, she remembers her geometry and looks again at the trapezoid and
Yes!
Oh,
We're starting
yeah.
to get it right.
lying next to each other. They look like they cover exactly half of the rectangle. Their edges
Yeah,
form
like the
one
triangle
long
that we came
line
up with.
running from corner to corner. If that's true, then the slopes of their diagonal sides should be the same. But when she calculates these slopes using the tried and true formula rise over run, a most curious thing happens. The trapezoid soldier's diagonal side goes up to and over 5, giving it a slope of 2/5 or 0.4. The
No,
triangle's
we can stop hope. Maybe they're just being overcomplicated.
making its slope 3/8 or 0.375. They're not the same at all. Before the Queen's guards can stop her, Alice drinks a bit of her shrinking potion to go in for a closer look. Sure enough, there's
What?
a minuscule gap between the triangles and trapezoids, forming a parallelogram that stretches the entire length of the board and accounts for the
Well,
missing.
that's still our half that we came up with, though.
There's something even more curious about these numbers. They're all part of the Fibonacci series, where each number is the sum of the 2 preceding ones. Fibonacci numbers have 2 properties that factor in here. First, squaring a Fibonacci number gives you a value that's 1 more or 1 less than the product of the Fibonacci numbers on either side of it. In other words, 8 squared is 1 less than 5 times 13, while 5 squared is 1 more than 3 times 8. And second, the ratio between successive
Bro, that looks complicated.
Yeah.
is so simple
Oh my gosh.
that it eventually converges on the golden ratio. That's what allows devious royals to construct slopes that look deceptive.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, an analogous conundrum out of any form
Oh my gosh.
of Fibonacci numbers. The higher you go, the more it seems like the impossible is true. But in the words of Lewis Carroll, author of Alice in Wonderland, and an accomplished mathematician who studied this very puzzle, one can't believe impossible things. You can prepare yourself to confront the seemingly impossible by using Brilliant. Brilliant is a
Okay, pause it. This is an ad. So
Oh.
here's my thing.
Hmm.
We technically computed that there was a gap with that half thing.
Yeah.
We just didn't have to overcomplicate it with the Fibonacci.
Yeah. Fib or whatever it is.
It's Fibonacci, but I said Fibonacci. With the Fibonacci numbers. So I'll give us the win.
Yeah.
We did a good job.
Hmm.
We had fun. We were close,
Yep.
and we computed the half.
Yeah.
But that Fibonacci thing doesn't really matter. So, I mean, it's an interesting point to the story. That's how they figured it out. But we figured it out differently.
Yeah.
Would you like to do another easier one?
Sure.
Okay. So there's this one I think I've seen before, but like I haven't solved it. I just knew that it doesn't have to. I remember it doesn't involve math though. Okay, it's the can you solve the hat riddle? Okay. So you have 0 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, go. Hello. Okay, sorry. My thing went off for a second. What the?
And individuals have been captured by super.
Yeah.
The aliens think humans look quite tasty, but their civilization forbids eating highly logical and cooperative
Oh.
beings.
Good thing we're neither of those.
Sure whether they qualify, so they decide to give you all a test. Through its universal translator,
Oh,
the
that's
alien
fancy.
guarding you tells you the following. You will be placed in a single file line facing forward in size
Okay.
order, so that each of you can see everyone lined up ahead of you. You will not be able to look behind you or step out.
Okay.
Each of you will have either a black or a white hat on your head, assigned randomly, and I won't tell you how many of each color there are. When I say to begin, each of you must guess the color of your hat, starting with the person in the back and moving up the line. And don't even try saying words other than black or white, or signaling some other way, like intonation or volume. You'll all be eaten immediately. If at least 9 of you guess correctly, you'll all be spared.
You have 5 minutes to discuss and come up with a plan, and then I'll line you up, assign your hats, and we'll begin.
Can you think of a strategy guaranteed to save everyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Pause the video. Okay.
Yep.
So we're in a single file line, right?
Yep.
With the tallest to the shortest.
Yep.
And there should be 10 of us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we don't know how many black hats there are and how many white hats there are.
Yep.
But we know we each have one, right?
Yep.
So we have to figure out a way for at least 9 of us to guess our hats correctly. Because it starts out with some things that we know. We know the top guy can see everyone's hats.
Yep.
So that is pretty cool. So whoever is before them can see the hat of that person.
Yep.
But we can't do any signaling.
Or what type of signals did they say? Hold on.
You can't do any like noises or getting louder. So no noises or like tapping. And you can't use any phrases besides black or white.
Yep. So I guess like tapping your foot wouldn't count then, right?
Mm-mm. Okay, here's what I'm thinking for some sort of reason. So we know there is at least one white hat, right?
I think.
So if the tallest guy sees more black hats, he is more inclined to guess his hat as white. And if the next tallest guy sees more black hats, then he is more inclined to guess his hat as white. Oh, but that doesn't really work, does it?
It wouldn't, because the shorter people wouldn't see more. They'd only see a few. And they wouldn't have any idea who's behind them.
Yeah. I know I've seen this video before because I remember I went through like a phase where I watched a bunch of these and just looked at the answers.
Mm-hmm.
But for the life of me, I cannot remember what it is because it was like literally like years ago. So that's why I knew. I remember I just didn't know how to do anything with math.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be so smart by the end of this podcast, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna forget it in a week.
Yeah.
But if we get captured tonight, You know?
Yep. We'll
By
know exactly what to do.
aliens. Exactly. We will know exactly what to do. Okay. Is there any way the people in front of you can indicate what hat you have?
I mean, not really. They can't look behind.
Hats are cool. I like hats. I've never worn one. I don't wear hats.
Oh.
Maybe I've worn like a hat once, but like they're just not my dealio. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I've always like wanted them to be my dealio,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I think I found an answer.
Alrighty.
Now hear me out on this. Hear me out. There are 37 sailors. I'm just kidding. Okay. No one's gonna get that. Okay, so the riddle one more time. Let's just talk through it one more time. We're all stood up in a single file line from tallest to shortest.
Yep.
Okay? And we all have black and white hats on. We don't know how many white hats there are and how many black hats there are. There's at least one of each, right?
Yeah.
We can't step out of the line or use any noises or like physical signaling to tell the other people what hat they have. But we have to guess our own hat. And if at least 9 of us guess it correctly, then we get to live.
Yep.
What if the tallest person gets his hat wrong, but instead of saying his hat, he says the person in front of him's hat? Okay.
Oh no, that would work.
Either that wouldn't work or that would work.
That would.
Mm-hmm.
Because they cannot. What was it? Lose one.
Mm-hmm.
Then everyone else will. Wait.
And then the guy, and then no.
Wait.
And then that guy says his hat, right? So the next guy says his own hat. The next guy in line, Steven, now knows his own hat. Now knows the people in front of his hat and the people behind his hat. And therefore can give a more logical answer on the odds of my first thing of saying, like, what if they see more white hats or more black hats? Would that work?
It would only work after the first try, and then after the dude who heard his hat gets his right, the next dude's just gonna have to guess it, because he won't know.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I like the idea of having the first guy say something about the next guy's hat, though. I feel like there's something there, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think they could use numbers somehow? Oh, no, they can't say any phrases besides black and white.
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hmm.
What if the tallest guy, right?
Yeah.
If he says black, there are more hats. More black hats. But if he says white, there are more white hats.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
It's still
and
up to
then,
guessing.
I don't think there's a real way we can do it without guessing, right? What if we do like the person with the hat, if he says black, there are more than like 7 black hats. And if he says white, there are more than like white hats. You know what I mean? Right? And if the next person sees 6 black hats instead of 7 black hats, then he knows his hat is black.
Maybe?
And if the next guy in the line now knows that the guy before him's hat is black, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he sees 6 black hats in front of him, then his hat's white. But if he sees 5 black hats in front of him, then his hat's black. Did I just do it?
Maybe? Do you want to go off of that? Possibly?
I honestly think that would work, right? What's the flaw in it? I'm using 7 as a random number, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that would work. Because if the guy before him knows that there's 6 black hats in front of him, right?
Yeah.
If the tallest
Okay,
guy saw
yeah.
6 black hats in front of him and he only sees 5, then he knows that he has the 6th one.
Yeah.
And then the next person in line, based on what that person says, now just has to subtract 1.
Yeah.
Bro, I think I just did it.
I think that's it.
I'm so smart. Okay. Do you have answer in 3, just like me?
No.
What do you have?
I still have to pause the video.
So at the pause of the beginning?
Yeah. Hold, let me.
Did you never watch it, or just going off what
Okay,
I said?
now I'm about the answer. No, I was just like a second behind.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you answer in 3, 2, 1. What do you
Yep.
at?
I'm at 3 now.
Okay, ready, set, go.
The key is that the person at the back of the line who can see everyone else's hats can use the words black or white to communicate some coded information. So what meaning can be assigned to those words that will allow everyone else to deduce their hat colors? It can't be the total number of black or white hats. There are more than 2 possible values. But what does have 2 possible values is that number's parity. That is, whether it's odd or even. So the solution is to agree that whoever goes first will, for example, say black if he sees an odd number of black hats, and white if he sees an even number of black hats. Let's see how it would play out if the hats were distributed like this. The tallest captive sees 3 black hats in front of him, so he says black, telling everyone else he sees an odd number of black hats. He gets his own hat color wrong, but that's okay, since you're collectively allowed to have 1 wrong answer. Prisoner 2 also sees an odd number of black hats, so she knows hers is white.
Oh, so it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like with
Prisoner
Eden
3
on
sees
them.
an even number of
Yeah.
black hats, so he knows that his must be one of the black hats the first 2 prisoners saw.
So I
Prisoner
did get it
4
right
hears
technically.
that
I just
and
didn't
knows
do the
Technically,
even
yeah.
odd one.
looking for an
Yeah.
even number of black hats, since 1 was behind her. But she only sees 1, so she deduces that her hat is also black. Prisoners 5 through 9 are each looking for an odd number of black hats, which they see, so they figure out that their hats are white. Now it all comes down to you at the front of the line.
Well, we're
If
the short
9
ones.
prisoners have an odd number of black hats, that can only mean one thing. You'll find that this strategy works for any possible arrangement of the hats. The first prisoner has a 50% chance of giving a wrong answer about his own hat, but the parity information he conveys allows everyone else to guess theirs with absolute certainty. Each begins by expecting to see an odd or even number of hats of the specified color. If what they count doesn't match, that means their own hat is that color. And every time this happens, the next person in line will switch the parity they expect to see. So that's it. You're free to go. It looks like these aliens will have to go hungry, or find some less logical organisms to abduct.
So I'm giving us the win on that one because we technically got it right.
Yep.
Like really, we got the same concept. We just didn't realize they were odd and even numbers.
Yeah.
So we're pretty cool.
Indeed.
Like we're like mega cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, bro. Would you like to do another riddle, or do you want to do something else?
Do one more.
All right.
Which one are you thinking?
The what?
Which one are you thinking?
Which one do you think will have no math? Like, okay. Do not do the 3 gods riddle. Do not do that one. I saw
Nope.
Matt, Pat, and Steph try and do that one,
Mhm.
and they said it's literally the hardest riddle, like, in the thing. And I watched the answer, and it was, like, crazy. And it took them, like, an hour to solve.
Huh.
So, do you see the one that says the giant cat riddle? Okay, ready, set, go. Wait, hang on, it's not working. There we go, okay.
Oh.
What's your timestamp?
The
7 seconds.
Okay, I'm just 1 second behind then.
Okay.
Villainous Dr.
Oh,
Schrodinger
that's a mic
has
delay, so we're
developed a
perfect.
growth ray and intends to create an army of giant cats to terrorize the city. Your team of secret agents
Ooh, we're
has
so
tracked
cool.
him to his underground lab.
man.
You burst in to
Never
find
mind.
that it's a trap.
Yep.
Dr. Schrodinger has slipped into the next room to activate his device and disabled the control panel on the way out. Fortunately,
Yeah.
your
I know
teammates
where they're
are
not supposed to-
masters of spycraft. Agent Delta has
That's you,
hacked
Steven,
into
with, like, the
control
weird
panel
forehead
and
lines.
managed to reactivate some of its functionality. Meanwhile,
Whatever, Epsi,
Agent
the
Epsilon
surveillance guy
has
looks
searched
kinda like
through
you.
surveillance to find the
Like a
code
short
to the
you.
door, 2, 10, 14. All you have to do is enter those numbers and you'll be free. But there's a problem. The control panel has only 3 buttons. One which adds
Ooh.
5 to the display number, one which adds 7, and one which takes the square root. You need to make the display output the numbers 2, 10, and 14 in that order. It's okay if it outputs different numbers in between, but there's no way to reset the display. So once you get to 2, you'll have to continue on to 10 and 14 from there. Not only that, Agent Delta explains that there are other traps built into the panel. If it ever shows the same number more than once, a number greater than 60, or a non...
Oh, no.
the room
Uh,
Right now, the display reads 0, and time is running out. There's only one way to solve the puzzle, with a few small variations. How will you input the code to escape from Dr. Schrodinger's lair and save the day?
Okay, pause it. Bro.
you sure you want to do this one?
Yes! I can do it. Come on, it's not as bad as the Alice in
fine.
Wonderland one. Okay. We have to get 2, 10, and 14.
Yeah.
Assuming that we're starting out with 0. So we have to add them until we get the square root of 2. Does that make sense? So the first time we have to get 2, we have to add 5 and add 7 until we get a number that can give us the square root of 2.
Mm.
The only one that's that one is 4! Oh! No! Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. What's the... 7 and 5 don't have square roots, right? Do they?
Let me look, just to make sure.
Wait, do whole numbers...
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
square root of 5 is 2.23606797775.
What about 7?
2.64575.
Okay, well, yeah, we're at it. Okay, what's the square root of... Okay, what's the square root of 12? Do you know how to find the square root of 12? Because I'm an idiot.
3.464101.
I hate you. The square root of 10 is
10?
okay, wait, square root are 2 numbers multiplied together to give you that number, right? So the square root of 4 would be 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, right? Am I correct?
Yep, square root of 4 is 2.
No, but I'm asking if that's what a square root is.
I believe so.
So only one number can get us that root. Like there can't be 7 that has the same square root of 9.
I believe so.
Technically. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the numbers we're trying to square are going to be 4, 100, right? Because 10 times 10 is 100.
Yep.
And
Wait,
I cheated.
we can't
and
do
now
100.
so-
We can't do 100. It has to be less than 60. Wait. Never mind. Never mind, I read it wrong.
No, what is it? What do you mean? It outputs a number greater
me
than
see.
60. Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be less than. It has to be 60 or less. You can't put the same number in the code twice.
Yep.
It can't be greater than 60.
So we can't get to 100 for 10.
So we can just do 5 plus 5 for 10 then, right?
I think.
Okay. The first one we have to figure out is 2. So we can't get to 4, but can we get to the number that squares 4 and then square that number and then get 4? So what is the square
We'd have
root
to
of
get
4?
we'd have to get
We
to
have to get to
16
12. No, it's yeah, you're right, 16.
to get square root of 4.
Why couldn't that 7 be a 6? Okay. What is square root? We can't get to 256 because that's what 16 times 16 is. Oh wait, hey, I have a square root button on my calculator.
Oop.
That's handy. Okay. I thought this was gonna be a riddle about cats. Not. At least for secret agents. Okay,
Okay, that's how we can get 7.
so 10 and 14 should be easy, right?
Let's see. For 14, we
You
just
just
need to
do
get
7
to
plus 7.
we just
7
need to
plus
get to
7.
49. That'll give us the square root of 49 is 7. Just add 7 and 14.
But remember, each time we add a number, it creates like a new number, so it's like a number line.
Yeah.
So we don't have one number, we have like a bunch of different numbers.
Yep.
So you're right. Okay, you're right. Okay. 2 is gonna be easy. I mean, 2 is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
2 is gonna be the hardest one. Okay, the square root of 2 is 1. So once we get to 2, we can have a 1, which can also help us.
The square root of 2 is not exactly 1.
Yeah, huh? Alright, no, it's 1 times 1 is 1. Matt, you idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Okay. What I'm gonna do. This might seem like a bad plan.
Yep.
But it is my plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start adding 5 and adding 7. And squaring those random numbers that I get until I get a number that might help us.
I'm kind of doing that right now. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Question is, do we want to go for 10 or 14 first?
You have to do them in that order, I think.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
It has to be 2, 10, 14 in that order.
Okay.
So we just have to get them with 2. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I found out
What
how to
have
get
you
2.
found out? Okay, how?
Okay, so just from a bunch of adding, I got it. So you start
What
off with
was it?
5 plus 7. Or you start off
Okay.
with 5, then 7.
Mm-hmm.
You get 12. With that, you add 5, you get 17. Then you add 7, you get 24. You add another 7, you get 31. You add another 5, you get 36. Then with 36, you find the square, and you get 6. Then after that, you add 7. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so you add 7 to the 6, you get 13. You add 5, and then you get 18. Then you get the square root of 18, you get 4, square root that again, you get 2.
Nice.
So we got 2 out of the way.
Okay. I hate to do this to you,
But I need you to repeat those numbers so I can write down the number line so we make sure we don't get 2 of the same.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so we go from 5 to plus. So we go 5.
Okay, so
First
but
with
5, 7.
What? So plus, no, it's plus 7. So we're adding 7 to 5. So thankfully, 7 isn't in the number yet, so it's just 5. So 5 plus 7 is
12.
12.
Or do we
Okay,
need to
so-
put the... Okay, yeah, never mind.
So 5, 12, what's next?
You add 5 to that, you get 17.
Right. Next.
Oh, I gotta... Okay. Then you add 7, you get 24.
Okay, 24.
Then you add another 7, you get 31.
Okay.
You add another 5, you get 36.
Right.
Then you find the square root of that, and you get 6.
Okay. Then you add 7, right?
Yep, and you get 13.
Okay.
Then you add 5, you get 18.
And then you square root 18, which gives us 2.
No, 4.
4,
And then,
right.
then you square
And
root
then
4.
square root 4,
Then
and
you
we
get
get 2. Okay. So now we first have 2.
Yep.
Now, we cannot use the numbers. So now okay. So now we can't get the numbers 5, 12, 17, 24, 31, 36, 6, 13, 18, 4, or 2.
Okay.
Great, that's fun.
Let me write this
Very
down.
fun. So we can't come across 5, 12, 17, 24, 31, 36, 6, 13, 18, 4, or 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So now, we have to get to 10 next, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me put it back on that screen.
Okay, now we need to reach 25 in order to get 5. So we can add another 5 to that. Wait, no, we can't get 5. Never mind.
Okay. What was that you just said?
I forgot we
So we
can't
gotta
use
get
5.
10, right?
Yeah.
So if we add 7 to 2 is 9. And then we can do square root of 9. Right?
Now give us 3.
Plus 7. Which will give us 10.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm smart.
Indeed.
Okay, so now we just have to get 14. Nice.
Okay, so we can't use
Okay, now we just can't use
9 and 3.
9 and 3, yeah. Technically 9 through a 10.
9, 3. Oh, and 10, yeah.
So,
Okay, what we could do is try and add up to get to 49. Square root that, get 7. Add 7, and then we'll get 14.
right. Okay.
We just need to reach
So
49
to get to
without
49. Okay. Okay, so 10 plus 7 plus 7, 24. We're trying to get to 49.
Yep.
We could just, okay, so 10, right?
Mm.
Plus 7. Hang on.
7.
Hang on. It's 17.
We already have gotten 17.
Fun. Have we used
Wait,
15 yet?
Hold on.
Yeah. So 10 plus 5 is 15, right?
Yep.
Plus 15. Okay, plus another 7 would be what? 5? Would be 22.
22.
Okay. So then 22 plus 5 would be 50 would be 27.
Yep.
Okay. 27 plus 5 would be 32. 32 plus 7 would be 39.
Yep.
39 plus 5 and then plus another 5 would give us 49.
Yep.
Are you writing this down? What I'm saying?
I have a history of my calculator, so I can look back.
Oh, that's amazing because I am not writing it down right now because I'm cleaning right now. So I'm just doing this
okay.
in my head. See, I am good at math.
Yeah.
Why are you using
Okay,
the calculator?
so-
Okay, plus 5 is 49.
Yep.
Have we used, look at your history, have we used any of those numbers yet?
Okay, I start off 15, no. 22, no. 27, no. 32, no. 39, no. 44, 49. Nope, we haven't used any of those numbers.
So then if we square that, that gives us what? 18?
Should be 7. which we
If we
haven't
square
used.
49, it gives us 7.
Yeah. So then we just add a 7 and we get 14.
Oh my gosh. We are the coolest kids in town. We are the coolest solving math problems
Yeah.
on a Monday night. That makes us the coolest. I have never been so cool right now. You know that like Bo Burnham song, The Nerds ones? That should just play over this right now. Should just
Yeah.
have that playing in the background. Okay, so let's unpause it and see if we... Okay, wait. So can you give me the number line one more time so I have the complete number line?
Of the numbers we used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, or
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me say this. Okay. So we go 5 to 12, 12 to 17, right? 17 to 24, 24 to 31. 31 to 36, square 36 gives us 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. 6 to 13, 13 to 18, square 18 we get 4, square 4 we get 2. Okay.
Yep.
2 to what, 9? Yeah, 2 to
We
9.
added 7, so we got 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 2 to 9. Square root of 9, 3. 3 to 7 to 10. 3 to 7, which makes it 10, right? So 3 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay, what's after 10? What did I say?
Okay. Oh no! Don't turn off on me. Okay.
So 10 to what?
So
I
we
did
added
10 to 15, right?
Yep, 10 to 15.
And then,
You added 5.
and then I did what? 22.
Yep. Added 7.
22, which gives us... And then I added a 7,
Yep.
which gave us 31, right?
Wait. That gave us 29. Wait. Hold on.
No, we got to 39 first. I went from 22 to what? I was really smart about this. I did all of this in my head. What? Okay, so 22, I added 5, or did I add 7? If I add 5,
Okay,
that
at
gives
22
us
you added
27.
5.
No, I added 7. I added 5?
At 22 you added 5 to get 27.
Okay, so we got 27,
You added another 5.
which
Gives-
gave us
32.
32. Plus another 5. No, plus another 7.
You got 39.
9. Plus 5 gave us
44. And then another 5.
49. So then we square 49.
Yep.
It gave us what?
7.
Plus 7 gave us 14.
14.
We are the coolest cats in town, bro. We are too cool for school because we are too advanced.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, I bet there's adults that cannot solve this somewhere. We're so... Okay, I want to see the answer. What's your timestamp?
I'm at 152.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, get to 201.
201? Okay.
Are you there?
Answer in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm there.
Ready, set, go.
You look over your options. Adding 5 or 7 increases the number, and the square root
Yes,
button
we know this.
will make it smaller. But there are only a few options where you can use that button. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and 49.
Yeah.
You'd love to make 4 or 16. Then you could hit the square root button once or twice to get 2. But you can't make either with just the 5 and 7 buttons. What will you do? You look at the other possible options for numbers you could take the square root of. 9 you can't reach. 25 and 49 would take you back to 5 or 7. And you can already get to each of those. 36 is your only option.
What? Yeah, okay, we got to
You add
36.
5,
Yeah.
7.
We did that.
7, 5, 7. And then hit the square
Okay, wait,
root.
pause it.
Why that series?
Yeah, we did 5, 12, 17, 24, 30, They went 24, 29, 36. Right?
Oh, there you
We
went.
still get the
29,
same.
36.
We went. Wait, you went 29, 36?
No, I'm looking
I
at their video.
Okay. We went 5, 12, 17, 24, 31, 36, square root 36. But they're saying you go 5, 12, 17, 24, 29, 36, 6. Okay. We still get the same outcome. They just use the different numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still getting it right. Okay, we're still good.
Wait, what's your timestamp?
I'm at 2:54.
Okay.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Arbitrary, but you know that you want to avoid 10, 14, and perfect squares, since you'll need them later. This gets you to 6. Does that help?
We didn't do that. We were
Looking
just
at your
smarter.
options, you see that 15 is now in your sights. You add 5 twice more to reach it, then hit square root twice. That gets you to 2. You're on your way.
Wait, pause it. Okay.
Wait.
Now to 10.
So they went 11, 16, 24? Wow, they're just mega dumb, bro. Why would you do that when you could just get 6, 13, 18? Right? Our math still checks out, right? I'm doing the math in my head. It still checks out, right? That still gets us to 4, which gets us to 2. Steven! We're idiots. We're complete idiots. 18. The square root of 18 is 4. And the square root of 16 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were cool. No. We did all that math. Oh my gosh. That makes me so sad. You know what? I thought about it. Actually, I legitimately thought, like, isn't it 16? And I was like, no, it's 18. Think about. No. The square root of 18 is 9. Oh my gosh. All the other numbers we did a good job on.
Mm-hmm.
We did a good job. We really tried. We almost made it. I'm proud of us. You know what I'm saying? You're what?
I mean, that was the only thing we got wrong, because it still starts at 2. We might get...
Oh, correct. Did they go to 9 next after 2? Let's see.
You can't get straight there through addition alone, so you're going to have to reach another square. Taking the square root
9,
of
come on,
or
baby.
25 would get you
9.
to a good place, but it turns out that 25 is unreachable from 2. So you add
Yes,
7
I was
to get
correct.
to 9.
Okay.
Then
I did
you
that. I'm
square
so
root
smart.
Again.
Yep.
I did
That
that.
gets you to 3. Adding 7
Right.
again makes 10. Finally,
Okay.
you need to reach 14.
Now we're looking for 15, 22, 27, 32, 39, 44, 49, square root 7, and then
7 or
Okay.
9. But
We can do
9
this.
won't work because you've
Mhm.
already used 9. However, you could get to 7
Right.
reaching 49.
Good job, Steven. Good
You
job.
add your way towards it, being careful not to hit any of the numbers
we
you've
can do
hit
it.
so far. You thread your way carefully, adding 5 5s and 2 7s. Then
Okay.
square root
Wait,
7
pause it.
and add 7.
So they went 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, or 35, 42, 47, 49, 7, 14.
So they just got there a different way.
Right, so technically our math is still correct.
Yeah.
They're just an idiot
Yeah.
because they're just doing more than they need to do. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we have four down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 numbers in our number line. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We both have 23 numbers. What? Okay, so they just went a different route with the 5s and the 7s.
Yeah.
But we're still the coolest cats in town. All right.
Indeed.
We may have lost track of basic math and thought that the square root of 18 was 4 or whatever we thought.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was only one number off. And the other two harder numbers we still got.
Yep.
The easy number was the one we got wrong, right? Oh no, 2 is the hardest number. So technically we got 2 wrong. But stupid. We did it without using any numbers twice.
Yep.
And I am completely positive. I am 1,001% positive that if we did not forget that one small detail, we would have gotten it right. Because we were on a really good track.
Yep.
It took us a little while to get started, but once we got there, man, we got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We really got there. We really went the extra mile.
Indeed.
So I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
That was a good run. That was a good
The
job.
door opens.
What's our time at?
Out-
I think
what's
we're
the
at
time?
about over an hour already.
We're about over an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could probably end it here.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to put in the sound of some of the riddles or whatever, or some sort of thing on the screen or something so they can
I had the video like playing.
not be
Like on
lost?
the-
Okay, so they can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you for listening to this really, really stupid thing that we decided to make one night because we were bored.
The most intelligible thing you could ever see. It increases your IQ.
Right. Sorry, I was just joking.
Yeah.
We are so intelligent that even just listening to us ramble, it's going to increase your IQ at least 7%. There have been numerous studies shown that if you listen to this very video, your SAT scores will grow up. Will grow up. So if you're studying for a big test or whatever, even if it doesn't have to do with math, listen to this while you sleep, in the shower, on your way to work, wherever, however much ever, whatever, you know. So, yeah, yes, good. Listen to this really stupid, this really smart, this really very intelligent podcast that we've created.
Yeah.
We were laughing a lot in this episode. This is supposed to be funny. Well, it's still not funny, you know, and we didn't laugh anyways, but, you know, it still counts.
Yeah.
So, well, we're still the coolest cats in town.
Indeed.
So I guess, I don't know. Yeah. Listen if you want to be the coolest cats in town. But I guess you already are, because you have listened to this already, so just... If you'd like to be cooler than the coolest cat in town, then... I don't know. Listen to us ramble more, I guess. About Shark Tank. Do you want to do another Shark Tank episode next time?
Sure.
Or do you want to do something different?
Alright, let's wait
I
another
don't know.
episode. Let's do something else, and then we'll go back to it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Oops, I just hit my head.
Nope.
So if you'd like to see if we get enough people that actually want to comment in the comment section what would you like us to do, then do that.
Yep.
But nobody watches our podcast. So, because we haven't released it yet.
Yeah.
We will see. I actually already found some people. My boy Quinn. Shout out to my boy Quinn. Shout out to my boy Elijah. Shout out to my boy... Whoever else I'll find will watch it. At least Quinn and Elijah were asking about it. They were literally asking me a lot. So, as soon as I find my iPad and finish that drawing, it'll be out.
Yeah.
So, also, I thought the other day of doing a fun little sketch
A sketch.
of both of us for the cover, which would be funny. I think that would be adorable.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But like a cool cartoon character, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like how I did the anime characters or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
I
nice.
thought
Yeah.
that'd be funny.
Indeed.
But
I'd like
or
to see
not
that.
funny. Yeah, that'd be fun. But I don't know how to go about that. So for now, we'll just have the blood bubbles. That's what I'm liking to call it.
Yeah, we'll just have it some point later.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you for listening to our incredibly intelligent podcast, and we will see y'all later.
Oh, and I should probably put this just for copyright, just in case. If you want to see these videos, they'll probably be in the description. So just
Oh yeah,
so we're not
they're like
ripping
that
off their
TED
videos.
It's called TED Ed, lessons worth sharing. Well, they're asking us to share it, so
Yeah.
I
Link in
mean
the
they put
description.
it. That's their fault. Yeah, link in the description. I actually really like them. They're really fun. I used to brain dumbingly watch them, and they did make me smarter. I started out with 0 brain cells, so even though it doesn't seem like I'm that smart compared to what I was,
Multiplied it by 2.
exactly. I now have 2 brain cells the size of a mosquito toe atom. So, yes, thank you for listening. We will catch you on the cool cat side of town, I guess.